London, 1888. A killer walks free in the fog-choked streets of Whitechapel, and to this day, no one knows his true name.
The streets of Whitechapel
Five
have
women
claimed
murdered
another
in cold
victim.
blood, a city gripped by terror, a name that became the world's first media sensation in serial murder. Scotland Yard's finest detectives failed. The case remains unsolved for over 130 years, and the truth may still be buried in the fog. To understand the Ripper, we
Keep your
must
heads down,
understand his
children.
hunting
Stay
ground,
inside.
Whitechapel, one of the
Yes,
poorest,
Mother.
most dangerous districts in Victorian London. Overcrowded slums, extreme poverty, and rampant crime made
your lamps
Whitechapel a breeding ground for desperation and the perfect hiding
What do you
place
see?
for a predator.
There's something here.
Many victims were forced
The
into
killer
sex work just to
emerges.
survive the night. They became the most vulnerable people in all of London. London's police force was new, underfunded,
God help us.
and ill-equipped. Forensic science barely
Who is it?
existed. The perfect
found
storm
something.
for a killer to vanish.
The chalk mark.
Into this
No,
perfect
the
darkness, a killer
different.
emerged. One who
Keep
would
back,
soon
please. Stay
terrorize
behind
the
the line.
entire British Empire and capture the
What has
world's
happened,
morbid
Constable?
fascination.
An incident.
August
Keep back.
31st,
The name that terrified a
1888.
nation.
The body of Mary Ann
They
Nichols
called him
was
Jack the
discovered
Ripper.
in Bucks Row, the first official victim of the Whitechapel murders. The wounds were savage, precise, and deliberate. Police realized immediately that
Have you
this was
seen it?
no ordinary
The Ripper
crime.
strikes again.
This was something far
Dear
darker.
God.
Just over a
Mummy,
week later,
I'm
on
scared.
September 8th, Annie Chapman was found murdered in Hanbury Street. The city's panic began to spread. Newspapers seized on the horror. Sensational headlines spread fear across London and gave the killer the infamous name Jack the Ripper.
Look here, sir.
The name came from a chilling
We must
letter
remove this
sent to a
immediately.
news
Get it
agency, allegedly written by the killer himself, taunting police and the public. Whether genuine or a hoax, the letters fueled mass hysteria. The killer, real or imagined as a mastermind, became a legend overnight. September 30th, 1888, the double event. Two women, Elizabeth Stride and Catherine Eddowes, were murdered within the same horrifying hour. The killer was growing bolder, more confident, moving through the city undetected, evading police patrols by mere
Worse than we
minutes.
feared, Doctor.
A chalk message was
The most
found
brutal
near
scene
one
yet.
crime scene. The Jews are not the men to be blamed. Police erased it, fearing riots. Public outrage exploded. Citizens formed vigilante patrols. Scotland Yard faced mounting pressure to catch the killer, and fast. Police received hundreds of tips, accusations, and false confessions. Hundreds of suspects, yet not
The
a
name
single
that
arrest
terrified a nation.
was ever made. Among
They
the
called him
suspects,
Jack the
a
Ripper.
Polish immigrant, a deranged doctor, even a member of the royal household. The theories multiplied endlessly. November 9th, 1888.
Have you seen it?
The killer
The
struck
Ripper
again,
strikes again.
this time indoors,
Oh, dear
with
God.
horrifying brutality.
Mummy,
Mary
I'm
Jane
scared.
Kelly would be his final known victim. This murder was unlike the others, far more extreme, suggesting the killer had time, privacy, and perhaps an unraveling mind. After Kelly's murder, the killings attributed to the Ripper
Look here, sir.
suddenly stopped. No more letters,
We must remove this
no more
immediately.
victims,
Get it done.
only silence. Theories abounded. Had he died, been imprisoned for another crime, fled the country, or simply stopped on his own free will? Scotland Yard's case files grew thicker with speculation, but thinner on evidence. The investigation in time quietly went cold. Decades passed. The Ripper became a myth inspiring books, films, and endless theories. But the obsession with the truth never faded. Modern historians and forensic experts have revisited the case using techniques unimaginable
It's worse
in
than we feared,
1888,
Doctor.
searching
most
for
brutal
answers
scene
in
yet.
old evidence. DNA evidence from a shawl, allegedly found at one crime scene, reignited global debate, pointing some claim toward a name. Aaron Kosminski. Critics argue that the evidence is contaminated, unreliable, decades old, and impossible to verify with certainty. The debate rages on even today. To this day, Jack the Ripper's true identity remains one of history's greatest mysteries, a name without a face forever. But what if the answer was hiding in plain sight all along?
We can't publish this yet.
A startling new theory has emerged, challenging everything we thought we knew. Some researchers now believe the Ripper may have had inside knowledge of police movements, suggesting he may have worked among them. Others point to inconsistencies in witness timelines, suggesting more than one person may have been responsible for the killings. Could the truth have been deliberately buried by those in power, fearing scandal would reach the highest levels of Victorian society? Whatever the truth, one thing is certain. Jack the Ripper changed criminal investigation, media, and our cultural fascination with darkness forever. Jack the Ripper's identity may never be confirmed, but his story remains a haunting reminder of how darkness can hide among us. What do you believe? Was Jack the Ripper a lone madman, a member of high society, or something history has yet to reveal?